Okay. Hello, everyone. My name is Team America or PJ, and this is my Scholomance Academy Arena tutorial. Um, so let's get started. Go in, select Arena. You get offered three classes, and there are two tools that I'll be using. I'll be using data from hsreplay.net, and I will be using a Hearth Arena plugin to overlay to help with the draft. So when you're choosing your class, a nice thing to do is you go to hsreplay.net and you go to the win rates panel. There's standard, wild, and you click on arena, and this will show you the different win rates currently for each class. So currently, Druid is pretty significantly higher than Demon Hunter or Shaman. So we will be picking Druid. I haven't actually played Druid yet, this expansion, but I'm expecting the goal of this is to teach people concepts that are applicable to every class. So um, hopefully it works out. So these values that you see will be shown. So like the tier score value is like the base score. And then sometimes these scores, the bigger scores will change based on different criteria like curve and synergies. If the scores are within 10 to 15, it's your preference, and but if they're like 20 apart, it's usually a pretty good idea to go with plugin. Um so it's pretty important for Jur to have two drops because hero powering really sets you back on turn two. It's a little bit harder for Jur to get the board back, so I like the Bone Shore Brawler. It's one of the best two drops. Force of Nature isn't bad. Between these, probably just go with another two drop. A Wasteland Assassin is okay, but it's not great. And there's the new five drops are really good. Twilight Runner and Teacher's Pet. So we don't want to clog up our five spot. Like Proto Drake is just a really high. It's difficult to deal with. So it's a good finisher. It's a really good late game card. So filling in the curve, Proud Defender can be good. Like it's okay if you have the board as a 2/6, and if you don't have the board, it's really good as a 4/6. When you're playing Druid, you always want these Emerald Explorers, so very excited to get one. They provide it's a good tempo play and it gives you value with Discovering a Dragon. So these are actually all really good cards. The Onyx Mage Scribe, I love this expansion. Reinforcements is just it's a one drop, or you can use it to value trade. And then Shavara has just been good for a long time. I'm actually thinking. So this would be an okay time to show you guys another thing you can do on hsreplay.net is you can click on the class and then you can search for each card. And then you can put a comma between them. Oh, is the tree enforcements. So you can see the deck win rate. Wait. There we go. Wow, Shafar has a lower played win rate. Kind of weird. I guess people are playing it while they have the board. um. So yeah, Onyx Mage Scarf has a slightly higher played win rate, but it's also not super easy to play. So Shavar is only good when you don't have the board. I guess it's harder. It's a more higher skill cap card to play because it is really good. I'm shocked that it has such a low played win rate. You do like so you want to look at both values. played win rate can be a little misleading because a card like Pyroblast has an incredibly high played win rate because people almost only use it when killing their opponent. So I really like Onyx Mage Scribe, so I'm going to take it. I might regret it. We'll see. But yeah, it's okay to go against it. Between these two cards, I'm not a big fan of Beaming Sidekick, but it's probably better than just the three. Gives you a value trade. This is probably just the Wrath. Help maintain board early. And it'll help with the Onyx Mage Scribe or other Spellburst cards that we might get. So yeah, now we can take the Shavara. Because the other cards are just bad. So, kind of rewarded for taking the Onyx early. So now it's like, Sky Stalker's the best card. But we're reaching a point where we really can't take too many more 6-drop. Although I did have a 12-win deck that had 6 or 8 6-drops. That was in Mage, which is a little bit easier to win back the board. I think we can take one more, but now it's only like really premium 6-drops we can take, like Emerald Explorer. This is good because it's removal, but having a card on turn 2 to play is really nice, and buffing your board when you have it is really nice. Waste Warden can help when you're getting swarmed down. We are more of a value deck, so maybe we need to go with the Waste Warden. I think they're both good, though. It is a pretty pivotal decision. This is tempo, this is... Well, we don't have any removal yet. Or we have some, but not a lot. Take the Waste Warden. Borrowing Scorpid's really good. Sneaky Delinquent is also solid, but... Borrowing Scorpid, like, it can kill 2 cards a lot of the time. So ramp is not good in Arena. Most of the time, apparently. I guess we have enough expensive cards that it thinks overgrow. Like, it is a lot of ramp, and we have a lot of expensive cards. I could see it being okay. This is really bad. Innervates, like, a coin is also pretty bad. So, sure, I'll take it. Math. Sure. Like, Elise is okay for value. But the new expansion. Take Headmaster Kel'Thuzad. These are like Wretched Tutor is really good, but like we're gonna. I was leaning towards this too. We kind of just need some spells. And we're gonna be hoping to be on the board, in which case Wretched Tutor isn't as good. Rap Golems are really good, but we could really use a swipe. Like for a Kel'Thuzad. I just need the 4-drop. So Bog Beam is pretty good. Like, I haven't played a lot of Druid for a while. Fine, I'll take Bog Beam. I've been playing some Standard and it's been good there. Just a we need to fill in our curve here so we don't die. Swipe is really powerful. But we do need minions. A Forest Warden Omu. Good. This Gor so Goru the Might Tree is just a good it's just a good statted minion. And it does fit in our deck. But I do think Forest Warden Omu fits our deck good, because I've been taking a lot of spells the last few picks. I do think maybe a newer player should take the Might Tree there. Okay, our deck is pretty heavy. We're focusing on lighter cards soon. Probably our last swipe. Okay. Some better curve. I think Dreamwave Guardians is fine. It might lean towards Og Merchant. Maybe it's better because it'll we don't have buffs, which makes this worse. We do have some big minions that it'll be valuable to rush in. Like the Proto Drakes, I would say are the biggest minions that benefit from an Og Merchant. And you can ping something early. Fine. So yeah, it's we need early game. So bad. A Druid of the Claw is good, Acorn Bearer is also good. Acorn Bearer is really bad synergy with our deck, but we kind of need stuff to play early so we don't die. Our 5-drops are Kel'Thuzad, Steward of Souls, and Warden. How many early drops? We've got 2. I'm taking the Acorn Bearer. We have nothing to do early game. I'm just taking the best early game curve options. Okay, Rising Winds is great because it's like 2/2 drops and it triggers all of our cards, all of our spell bursts. That's the strongest card there. Blessing of Ancients is okay, but it's probably just the Evasive Chimera. Like I said, we're kind of just trying to force cards in this area so that we don't die. So this is a bad last pick. Let's see. I wish we had some more spell damage cards. Okay, we've got one. So like yeah, we have Beaming Sidekick and Rocket Og Merchant, but the only card we can play on one is Acorn Bearer. So I'm looking at the drops we can play on curve for 1 and 2. Got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 early game drops, which is pretty light. I mean, we are a later game deck. I'm looking between the Booty Bay Bodyguard and a Parachute, both being absolutely terrible. I'm going to go with a body. Because, like, the Bodyguard can kill something. The 2/2 is almost always going to be irrelevant. So this, when you finish drafting a run, this will pop up. You can get an idea of how strong your deck is by going to deck basics. You can get some information on how to play it. It's a classic control druid. And then this is your tier score. Right now, tier scores are really high. So like, I would say 75 is good. Like, I don't know if I've even had a deck in the 60s yet. I may have had like a 68 age. I had an 84.5 warrior, so the range is pretty wide. But our our card quality is solid. We're gonna be mulliganing for early game. Maybe we would keep a wild growth. All right. So we got Acorn Bear. That's good.
Will be the end of you.
The forest fights back.
I might regret it, but maybe I'm gonna keep Overgrowth. It is a bit of an experiment. It's really strong in standard, and so I kept Overgrowth because I had a 1-drop.
Let me work my magic.
So he's probably just going to ping it, but that also means that he can't develop anything, and he's only doing 1 damage to us. But now we get to play the Bone Chewer Bro. And so now if he wants to kill it, he has to cast a spell. As unfortunately. We have the Emerald Explorer coming up soon. So if we coin Overgrowth, we get to play Emerald Explorer next turn. So it should be fine. Like, he's playing all these really small minions. Unless he gets a polymorph from this, I'm not worried. It is, like, we don't have, like, ways to heal. We do have this, hopefully we can get the swipes soon.
We must stop this corruption.
I would probably take another, Emerald Explorer. We have 3 swipes, so Dragon Queen Alexstrasza isn't a great option. Kind of trying to build a wall for now. Emerald Explorers. Like, we're ramped ahead of him. I value traded into the 4 health minion because it was about to go to 5 health. We have a squirrel to now kill the 5-1, hopefully. This next turn is either Emerald Explorer Hero Power probably, or just play Proto Drake.
Look what I found.
He's really intent on killing this. Oh, he actually gets it. He's gonna not be thrilled. This trade always happens. I think I can go play Proto Drake. Going down to 20 isn't terrible. We can always Steward of Scrolls and swipe if we need to. Next.
What makes something real?
You gotta assume he made it so this one dies instantly. This is a new legendary, Jandis Barov. Battlecry summon 2 random 5 cost minions. Secretly pick one that dies when taking damage. So normally you pick the smaller one. So we can Steward of Scrolls and swipe this and clear the board. Most likely. This can be healing. It's unlikely that we need to buff our board a ton. So. Normally you choose so the smaller minion is the one that dies when damaged. It was more aggressive to play the Drake over the next Emerald Explorer.
I have studied. Warriors of the frozen wastes, rise up!
Oh, it says explode!
Is he actually gonna kill it? Oh yeah, I remember. Okay. Oh, that was a really good evocation. We can just play the Plague Proto Drake and the Westworm Initiate.
Where does the magic come
We have 5 healing. We're pretty healthy. Probably use the Crystal Power to get spells from the Onyx Mage Scribe.
The end is coming!
That needs to die. So, if I only want one of these Proto Drakes to die at a time. I'm gonna just heal myself and get the spell burst value, so I know what my options are for later. Pretty good. Okay, we're gonna have minions on board. Not a ton of spells in the deck. So I'm gonna go for a high roll play here.
What a tragedy! Better write this down. Let me show you.
Yeah. He was dead to the gift of the wild, I'm pretty sure. Beaming Stick. I'm not actually like I said, this is my first Druid run. I'm just trying to apply the principles of what I know about the meta so far. So Beaming Sidekick isn't good if you don't have a minion to play it on. So I'm gonna keep the Wrath since we're going second. Get rid of the 5 drops. We're looking for like 1, 2s, and 3s. Yes, mostly 1s and. We don't hit any, which is quite unfortunate.
It's so profitable.
Hopefully Kel'Thuzad, we can get Kel'Thuzad down and it just lives. We're going to Hero Power. Okay, no Hero Power. We got a 2-drop. So if we Hero Powered one, we'd probably Hero Power the Psychic Conjurer. Because if you kill this, it gives them something to do on turn 3 potentially.
More like a wisp than a warden.
does the magic come
Knock
from?
down! Get knocked down!
Do I coin out Kel'Thuzad? I think I can. Very important to coin before you play Kel'Thuzad in opposed to after. Do you have a way to kill it? Oh, I mean, whatever. Point out Kel'Thuzad. It's super difficult for him to kill. So, like, worst case, we should be able to kill the imprisoned homunculus. The bad news is I don't have a minion to play next turn. I didn't think about the possibility of him just doing nothing.
What is Elun's will? A warden always hits her mark.
He has a silence. Oh my gosh. Gonna wrap this. Gonna get a 3-2 down.
Like this?
We're fine. I just really wanted to get the value. We're still in a good spot. Probably drop the Onyx Mage Scribe next turn. Because it's unlikely for him to have another silence.
Hey, I got you, friend.
I could get 2 Onyx Mage Scribes on the board. Probably gonna kill this.
Your soul is mine!
Yeah, I'll do this. Waste the damage phase. Hey, Robopop, thank you so much for gifting 5 subs to the community while I'm filming my video. But thank you so much for the support. Congrats, King Gorg, Kane Morgan, Samson, Mr. Eagle, Scooter, and Legend Heart. Thank you so much. Robopop. Immortalized in my YouTube video. Do I want to do this? I want,
Do not lose these.
Business is booming!
Sorry, that turn was a little tricky. Should have explained it better. Basically, I was just trying to get as many minions on board so the convincing infiltrator would be least likely to kill my mage script. So I had 5 minions, so there's only a 20% chance for it to kill my mage scribe, and then once that happened, I just went with clearing the board. The next turn, it's either Onyx Mage Scribe partner assignment or just a Proto Drake. You like the earlier, like if you play Proto Drake on 8 against Priest is the best time to play it, because if you play it later, you're at risk of it getting mind controlled.
Better write this down.
So I'll probably play it now. And just push face. The convincing infiltrator made that other turn very difficult. In addition to the bomb from Robopop.
Greetings, fellow humans. Magic is not a toy. Do not lose these.
Okay, got a chance for lethal. Hey, we got it.
Well played.
The convincing infiltrators make the turns really tricky. So again, I was just trying, like, attacking face with the Proto Drake killed. So I was just trying to find a way to kill the infiltrator with the most minions on board. So that was, I could have 3 on board there.
The forest
So like
fights back.
we don't have a coin for the overgrowth, but I think with the Acorn Bear and the Wrath, it's okay to keep the overgrowth, because most of our deck is pretty heavy. But I'm only willing to do this because I start with an Acorn Bear. Probably even Beaming Sidekick it. Just to make room for the overgrowth.
My work.
Hey, I got you, friend.
To you.
Life is an afterthought.
I wanna- I'm gonna hero power it.
This will be good. Nuts to you. It's going to be okay.
Weapons for my master!
Snuff out the weak.
Okay, so we're looking to overgrowth and Emerald Explorer, and hopefully that goes well. There's actually more damage than I would be hoping to take, but we got some pretty sweet turns coming up. Like, he's at 4 mana, we're gonna be at 7.
Thank you for
Constructing.
Yeah, this isn't too much of a concern. Those are only scary if they buff it. So again, I just think building a wall good with Emerald Explorers. Can even, like, we can basically get this down for free as well if we want to. Can't really do any combos with that. I mean, it would still be pretty good to play Forest Omu, Wrath, Emerald Explorer, Sewer Brawler. Oh, wait, this goes first, so that means this one won't get to go off, right? We're also really low on health. Isn't that good?
In time, you too will bloom. Ever bloom. We must stop
We
this
need to
corruption.
survive, so if take the taunt. Any taunt that we get offered. But yeah, these go in order, so this one will always go off first. So if he's smart, he can value trade with this one, and it'll get replaced with a 3-3. I'm not sure he fully understands how the replicator trends work, though. Based on his positioning from last turn. Maybe he just didn't want to transform the 4-3. So we're almost dead, but
We will hold the
we
black.
have... Maybe he does know how. Fog Beam. Perfect. Fog Beam that down. Kill the Replicatortrons. Pretty Pog Beam. I think I want to get another taunt down though. Maybe we can squeeze in the Proto Drake. Start hero powering. Get a little bit of health back.
Old dogs do learn.
Hey, we got the heal. So when you're thinking about AoEs that your opponent might have, generally if they're an epic, like Brawl or something, you don't need to play around it. Just because of how rare it is to have that specific card. I'm playing this as safe as possible. Without playing the taunt that turn. I wanted to get this down, so I traded the 5-1. We can keep trading. Go power it down. I'll play this to play around ramming speed. Just so basically, when you're playing around cards like Brawl and ramming speed, like you do it when you can, but not when it's holding you back. Like if you're making a significantly worse play, usually you don't, unless like Brawl is the only way you lose, and then you can play around. But we need him to hit this. No. Okay, he got so lucky there. we could lose. It's a good top deck. Yeah. He got a bad 7-drop. He got the best hits possible on Deathwing, and he was still dead. A pretty good first run. But yeah, so I mean, part of it is adjusting to the deck with the overgrowths, but like not every deck is gonna have overgrowth, and you don't want to force pick overgrowth. I took it because we had been offered a lot of high quality late game cards early. We probably want a more tempo oriented card than swipe. This didn't end up very good. But I mean, if we got any 3-drop, not actually our 3-drop. But I mean, if we got a 4-drop, we'd be happy. Swipe. Our deck is heavy. We've been lucky so far having Acorn Bear in 3 of our 4.
This be our neck of the woods.
But going first, you really don't want to swipe for starting.
Nuts to you.
Get a 3 down. How many spells do we? We have 5 spells. I wonder if I should hold on to this for the Onyx Grave. Answer's probably not. But if we can without like losing too much, we might want to try to.
Hey, I got you, friend.
Well, let's see. I'll go 1 turn without playing it. We had 3 mana of stuff to play. Like we have 2 Mage Scribes. And yeah, only 5 spells. That is. I think if it was Flame Ward, he would have played it instantly. He pings this. It's man. Hey, Derejo, thank you so much for the Twitch. I do enjoy. Okay. He might be bluffing,
Let's see.
but we don't like. So if we had a 4-drop, it would be more okay for us to attack phase, but we don't have a 4-drop.
This will be good.
So I'm gonna just sit back. Okay, so I was so sure it wasn't Ice Bear. That's a misplay by me. I never should have ended. I missed 6 damage. It's so rare to be Ice Barrier, chat. That's a mistake. I played too quickly. I think the game plan of that turn was fine. But missing the 6 damage was not okay. Like, I tested for spell secrets. Yeah, I think it was okay. Other than missing 6 damage phase. It's important, like, you're gonna make mistakes. Everyone makes mistakes. I don't think you ever draw there. So if it's Flame Ward, you want to have a board full of minions so that you're basically making it so that your opponent has to play AoE. Or, like, they basically can't get the board back unless they play minions, what you want. I really thought he might be bluffing with how slow he played it. You would have expected him to play a Flame Ward. If we get a spell like Bog Beam, I might go Onyx Mage Scribe next turn. So I can get the double value. Otherwise, we're probably just going Emerald Explorer. And these cards are insane. Like, the stats on Emerald Explorer are good. And then the stats on Onyx Mage Scribe are even better.
Time runs out on me.
They both have really strong effects. It could be Mirror Entity, but we have this anyway. Go Deathwing. We should have enough late game minions. I'm too scared, chat. I'm too scared.
Let's see.
I'll go in next turn.
Your rage sustains me.
Okay.
It's going to be okay.
Vaporize. See, I mean,
Stop the rot!
it's okay. Yeah, this is fine. It protects us somewhat from Cone of Cold, but there's so many spells with where positioning is kind of weird. Like Combustion and Rolling Fireball, that it's kind of hard to play around everything. I normally just like choose the one that I think would be worse for me and then play around that one.
I wonder. Time runs out on me.
Why does he have all these secrets? Why does he have two ice? Okay. Somehow, this guy must have like supreme late game. He's 3-0 with 2 drafted ice barriers. We attacked with the smallest 2-1.
That's an upgrade. Probably.
Let's see, we have lethal with borrowing Scorpid.
Lunara versus Tyrande.
So I like all the cards in our hand, but we're going first, so we have to ditch them all and hope for a little bit of early game. Good. Can't always get Acorn Bear. Okay, just having the 2-drop helps out so much. That's a little scary. We have some really good late game.
Don't mess with this.
3-drop on 3. It's a little scary to play this and Holy Nova and such.
I have trained for days. Get knocked down.
Man, this is gonna be so sad if he has Holy Nova. Hey, no Holy Nova. I do kind of want to trade off these 2 health minions as soon as I can. I kind of don't want to trade it into that.
Get behind me.
But I'll still do it. Getting some value for it. Nice. Our deck has really efficient late game, so we don't always have to we don't have to play efficiently every turn of the game. We just need to like get stuff down because eventually our cards should have volume. It's a little bit different against a priest. It's difficult. So either the Feywing or just the big guy.
What if...
I'm gonna take the big guy.
I'll take it.
Like, you can only have so much removal.
Whispers everywhere. A touch of the light is an afterthought.
Run! I will hold them. Where does the magic come from?
Turn 9 might be Stewardess Scroll Swipe. We're going first, so the play Proto Drake on 8 is even better. Which is part of why I went down this route of playing. Is I want to just curve into this on 8. Why didn't he do 2 damage to that? Oh, he wants to fully kill this. But he didn't. Oh wait. I'm actually gonna double trade.
It is not my time.
That was close. I almost messed that up. The problem you want to, so against Priest you want to trade with these, so that you can you want the value from the second half of it.
To control life, we must wield the power of death. You serve me now.
So we now have a reliquary of souls.
What's going on in this head of mine?
Fine with this Stein to get a 7-drop. There's a lot of good 7-drops.
Feeble magic amusing me.
Your soul is
Gonna kill the life steal. Fast decisions.
Time goes short. In time, you too will bloom. Ever bloom.
Wait, lethal, go, go, go! Okay. I'm sorry I couldn't talk through that play.